Earning passive income through rental properties. Invest in real estate and live off your rents. How to do it with no money and no previous knowledge in rental property and house flipping. Written by Gareth Woods. Narrated by William Carter.
Introduction. Does your uncle rent out his second apartment for $1,500 a month and you want in on the action? Living the life of a landlord is a dream. Consider the possibilities. If you could rent 10 apartments for $1,500 a month each, you could easily add $15,000 in passive income to your wallet every month for the rest of your life. Have you ever rented from a landlord who owns 5, 10, or maybe 50 condos and makes a full-time living simply by renting properties? Do you ever wonder how they got there and got funding? In most cases, landlords didn't inherit their properties. They started out with a few acquisitions and expanded their ownership to numerous properties. Do you want to get started in real estate but don't know where to find funding? There are ways to buy rental properties without being a millionaire. This book will teach you all the secrets you want to know about rental properties. If you have little or no money at all and don't know where to start, we'll teach you how to finance your rental properties without a significant investment. Yes, it's possible, and yes, there are ways to secure hundreds of thousands of dollars without using your mom's house as collateral. We'll give you insight into the landlord mindset. You will learn how to finance properties with little to no initial investment, and we'll tell you how to find tenants and enjoy a stress-free lifestyle for the rest of your life. Revelation number 1. Rental properties are stable income. Renting is the easiest form of real estate investment, a lot easier than flipping properties full-time. To become a landlord, you merely have to acquire a property and put it on the market. You'll be able to find tenants for even the worst, most run-down properties. Compare that to flipping, where the flipper has to put down a payment for a property, repair structural damage, refurbish the interior, and wait an average of 6 months while a house that might not sell at all sits on the market. A landlord could technically purchase a property and rent it out the next day, so you tell me which is easier, renting or flipping. The hard part of rental income is making a long-term profit. It's your job to learn how to finance multiple properties at once to be able to sustain mortgage payments from tenants and grow your portfolio. This allows you to create a mini real estate empire which you can use to lead a carefree lifestyle. However, getting there is the hard part. This book will teach you how to get your first rental properties. Revelation number 2. You can start with $0. It's possible to start acquiring properties with zero down payment or merely a few $1,000s. Think you need to be a millionaire to become a landlord? Wrong. Rental income is far more risk-free than flipping income, as you could purchase the worst house and rent it out immediately. There's no need to repair the property. You don't have to spend money refurbishing the interior, and you can get funding from private investors to purchase your rental property. There are ways to convince financiers to finance your rental ventures in exchange for a monthly payment. Of course, the more money you have initially, the more money you'll get to keep in rental income at the end of each month. If you have $1 million to spare, you could purchase multiple properties and start renting them out for serious income. If you have no money, you can reach out to private investors for funding or fund your properties via banking institutions. We'll show you the most viable methods to fund your rental properties for every budget. Revelation number 3. You can get paid every week. Tenants will deposit payments in your bank account every week or every month. Technically, you could purchase a property and rent it on a daily basis to tourists on AirNub, if you're willing to deal with clients every day. Rental property has no restrictions on the type of tenants you're allowed to have. The safest rental scheme is to provide housing for the average American family that has 2.5 children and a dog. However, that doesn't restrict your income. If you have a property in a central location with many amenities, you could charge 3 times the market average to rent to tourists. Depending on how much time you're willing to spend dealing with tenants, you can adjust your payment terms.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?